Hello, everybody. Welcome to Saunders Sesh.
Yo.
A little update on where we've been and what we've been doing
Mm.
recently. A lot of nothing. Nah, we've been recording some stuff. It didn't
Testing
really
it out.
turn out the way we wanted it to. This is our farewell to Spotify and any podcast. We're just going to move to YouTube.
Easier.
It's easier. We don't have to pay for an RSS license. We're able to post videos of us going to places. We can go live on there and play stream games like all these new spooky $7 stream games that everybody's playing. I feel like everything's just a lot easier.
Yeah,
if
just
we-
one spot.
Yeah.
For sure.
Things are getting... I can't even really, I don't even know what our Amazon description is. But this is our farewell for audio platforms. We're just going to give you a little preview of what we're going to do from here on out. We're just going to have a bunch of nerd soup like content, or what else?
Yeah,
What do you call? Who else is like that?
That's mainly the only one that I
The
listen to
Yard,
that's kinda
like
that.
from Ludwig and all them.
Yeah.
It's just we're just going to talk our bullshit.
Talk about entertainment,
Yeah,
movies, and
anything.
fun stuff.
So if you
And
like
news going on.
anime, movies, daily news, we're just gonna talk about whatever. We're gonna talk about Diddy if it ever gets updated. Talk about everything that's going on, really, whatever the hell we want to talk about, and whatever the hell y'all want to listen to. Of course, we'll have some special episodes where we talk about specific stuff, but there's not really a criteria anymore. We're just gonna go off the wall like Vans, I guess.
Yeah.
And maybe post some videos, some gameplay of all of us just goofing around, or some other people, whoever ends up wanting to play those games with us. We'll be live on YouTube, and we'll be live on my Twitch channel. So again, farewell to everybody who is an audio listener. Just go to YouTube, go to Saunders Session, and you'll see us there. We'll post everything there. We'll have videos and hopefully more content. And if you're if we interviewed you before and you want to keep your interviews, hit us up. I think we have most of the old ones. But everything's going to be deleted and everything's going to be run off. And we do have some episodes that we have to post. Hopefully we can redo those episodes and put them on YouTube. Just with a little bit more things going on. But nevertheless, we're not leaving. We're just changing up a bit. Because honestly, this world's just like more... I feel like it's more videos now. Like with TikTok and Reels taking over, I just feel like everything is...
Gets our attention more.
It's like everything's... I don't know. I don't know anybody who...
It's evolving.
I don't know how to explain it. I don't listen to podcasts on Spotify. But that's because if it's on YouTube, I'd rather...
Yeah.
I listen to podcasts a lot. But I watch podcasts, right? Like Creepcast and other people that I listen to.
Yeah.
The Y-Files. I mainly just watch those videos just because, I don't know, I guess I need an image. Me, personally.
Yeah. A lot of people do.
And for those of you who are Spotify listeners only and all that, if you still have the time, hop on YouTube, just have the video playing.
At least YouTube's free. Yeah.
YouTube's free, dude. And I don't even know what else to say. That's pretty much it. I feel bad for anybody who... We're on YouTube. You know what? I'm not going to feel bad. We're on YouTube. Go to YouTube, bro. Damn. All right?
Yeah, they can still listen.
We still love you. But I feel like there's just easier ways to comment in my eyes.
More interactive.
It's more interactive. And that's all I want. That's what I wanted from the beginning, was just to make this very community-based. We want to talk about what you want to talk about. We want to meet up or something and hang out and stuff like that. So,
feedback.
Nevertheless, we do have an icebreaker today. Damn, we probably should have done outro songs because it would make sense as
You
our
can add that
farewell.
too. It's a good one. They're going hand in hand.
What's our theme songs going into this YouTube, right? Going into YouTube, going into a new path for Saunders Sesh. We might even change the logo. I don't even know. I kind of want a mic on the logo. We'll see. But going into our 2025, right? what is your theme song? And I'm thinking about this as like a WWE entrance, right? I don't think I can play mine for copyright purposes.
We can't play any of them. Right?
Any of them. But Audio Slave Koshis, I think is what it's called. COCHISE. Go listen to it. Here's like a little bit of it.
Yeah, give it a listen.
Okay, that's it. That's all I can do, bro. I can't even do it. If you got it, you got it. If you didn't, look it up. Audio Slave Koshis. I think it's a song on Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
In the beginning of the movie.
So theme song is, imagine you're going to a social gathering and your theme song plays when you walk in the room automatically for everybody. My theme song, I'm going to say it's going to be Say It Ain't So by Weezer.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good.
It just starts
that's
so
like
good.
Perfect for anything.
Yeah.
That's like you like that's just I think it's good. You're going to a cookout, perfect. You're going to a concert, you start off easy, before it gets. I think it's a good song.
It's my song.
I would have never thought that. Like, you, I didn't even know you listen to Weezer.
I love Weezer.
That's funny.
Got some banger songs.
Alrighty, so my turn.
Yeah. Theme song. This theme song.
Bro, so I was looking at my my list, and I found this one.
You found it? Okay.
You know
okay.
what
Just
you know
a
what
beat.
it's called?
No. The Playboy Cardi.
It is Playboy Cardi.
Oh
Okay,
my!
that's-
I was gonna say that.
That's not what I thought. That's not what I thought.
I was gonna say that you probably pick a Playboy Cardi song
It is,
before this started, but I didn't know you listened to him. Okay.
Yeah.
What song is that?
I heard his new song.
For the
His new
audience.
album wasn't that great.
It's called Woke Up Like This.
Woke up like this. Okay. I think I've heard that.
Is his new album trash?
Is his new album trash?
I've heard it's bad.
I heard that people were saying that they waited, like people were upset that they waited so long for this.
The best way I could put it is, it's definitely what he wanted to do with that album is basically make music. He wanted to make a new genre of music. So that's why people don't like it, because it's not old Cardi. It's not
something completely different.
Yeah, basically.
Like he's in a new
Something
genre,
new.
or he's trying to pull a Kid Cudi and make like his own.
Something
He
different.
wants to make his own genre, not even genre, bro. He wants to make any type of music that he wants. He doesn't want to be categorized.
Yeah, which makes sense. That's what Logic did, and then people started hating him for it. So, but you're always gonna get hate no matter what. But making music's hard, dude. I don't want no part of it.
Yeah,
personally.
That's funny. Playboy Cardi. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So what would y'all's outro song be then? If y'all die, what's the song that plays at your funeral? I got another one.
I'm not gonna say the name.
Yeah, Die Lit. Is that Playboy Cardi too? Oh,
Yeah, it is.
what's that? That popular Cardi song? The biggest one that he's ever
The
had.
biggest one he's ever
I know
had?
it. I know, but I just don't remember the name.
With The Weeknd or what?
No. Maybe it's not Playboy Cardi.
He
It's
has
the,
a lot, bro.
I'm gonna look it up on Spotify.
No, it's the one that's like the most popular. for
R&B?
sure.
The one where you jump in the sky and like it pauses?
Maybe not. It's an
Nah,
older
I don't
song.
know. I don't know.
I feel like that's the one that got him.
No, I know what you're talking about. I'm talking
one
about
that
the
put him on.
socks. Talking about where he hides the Millie Rock in the sock.
What? No, I don't know.
Dang.
What'd you
bro,
say?
What? I'm about to look it up. He
Oh.
said Fiend, bro.
Oh, isn't that someone else?
That's Travis
No.
Scott, but
Oh,
he's
Travis Scott.
in it. I didn't know
Oh.
he was in it until.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking
Long
about.
time something.
Oh,
whatever, something.
that one.
What's that called? Fuck, it's drawing me a blank, but I know the song because like that's
You know
the one
what's-
that put him out there.
You know what's crazy, bro? I think that those lyrics are literally in that one song that I literally put. The woke up like this.
Oh,
I
really?
think those lyrics are in there. Hold on. Maybe I'm wrong. maybe
Long
I'm
time's
wrong.
in the title,
No, wait,
something
you're
like-
right. You're right.
but I don't know what other.
I'm looking it up. Right now.
Fuck. How do you not know, bro? You're a Cardi fan.
Well, we found it. We found it right here. Long time.
Is it just called Long Time?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, that song is the only one.
Yeah, I was
know.
wrong. He was like, I ain't had shit, you know.
It's just because the start of it is so iconic.
Yeah.
But my outro would be this one. I think I can play it.
Mine would probably be the sad Minecraft song.
Bruh.
The sad one. Damn, that's sad, bro. Thinking about it, and then this plays. It's sad. I can see people crying, bro. Funeral going. It's laying down. This song plays. That's crazy.
It's
What
on
an
Bleach.
outro.
It's one of the Bleach.
What's it
outros.
called?
Going home.
Going home.
It's on Bleach.
You
Top
got
tier.
that.
Top tier. Top tier.
It's a good song. Yeah, mine's that sad Minecraft song.
Sad Minecraft music.
Yeah, the one that I just played.
What's it called?
I don't know what it's called. Hold on. Here, I got you. This one.
No.
That
What's the most famous Minecraft?
I feel like it's
Song?
this one.
Yeah, it's like
It's by M18.
That'd be my outro song, bro.
Oh no, I'm thinking of C13 or something.
Is it Mice on Venus?
Oh, there's one like that.
This one?
That's it right there. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
Mice
bro.
on Venus.
Yeah.
So I remember I was in Louisiana, and it was a long night, man. I went with like Louisiana it's hot, it stinks.
Mm.
You go if you drink, right?
Yeah,
Drinks
yeah,
are
yeah.
super cheap. You always have good fun times. You know, make the best out of wherever you go. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I remember I was like the only one that wasn't drinking, and I had to get like 9 people home safe.
Oh my god.
It was the absolute. It was crazy. It was a fun time. It's a fun time. I wouldn't say it's the worst time, but it was definitely a crazy time.
Mm.
And I get home, and I'm just tired, bro. Everyone's put to bed. We had one of my friends fall down the stairs, like hit his head on like 9 steps. It was hilarious. Great memories. But I mean, he's okay. He's good. Tucked him in. Most of them, cause like they were functioning, so they were able to get to bed. They were just like loud and obnoxious. But I'm like, okay, we're done. It's my turn to sleep in the living room in the air mattress, because we're rotating. Well, at least on because we got a duplex, right? And so some people were on the other side, some people were on this side, and it was me and my 2 cousins sharing this room. And one of my cousins like, I'm gonna shower real quick. So I lay down on this air mattress that's like half inflated because there's a hole in it somewhere. And I was like, Alexa, play Mice on Venus. Because that's what the song's called, right?
Yeah.
By C4.
You just know the name?
Yeah, because my cousin had told me about it earlier that day.
Okay.
He's like, this song's so peaceful. And I don't know why he brought it up. I honestly don't remember why he brought it up. But he was just like, this song's so peaceful. And I was like, yeah, that's a vibe to sleep to, you know? Like, it's like whenever you just turn on a game to hear the music and you fall asleep because you're tired as hell. That happens to me in Final Fantasy all the time. And then Alexa's like, I'm sorry, I don't understand. And I was like, Mice on Venus on Spotify. And it said, it didn't understand me. And I was like, fuck, Alexa! And I was so mad, bro. I was yelling at the top of my lungs. And
Oh my
Enrique
God.
comes out and he's like, what are you doing? Because he was taking a shower. And this was like, I think like almost like 2 a.m. And I was like, Alexa won't listen. And then Alexa's like, I am listening. And I was like, what?
Oh
No,
my
you're
God.
not. And then he's like, play My Song Venus, Minecraft, Spotify. And then she played it.
Oh.
And I was like, I said the same thing. And she wouldn't listen. And then I was getting an argument. It was just like crazy. But anyways, I'm not an Alexa person no more
That's
after that
crazy,
day.
bro.
Been beefing ever since. But that's how I learned about My Song
Wow.
Venus. Because of I was trying to sleep to it.
Yeah. It's a good song.
It is.
What about you? Did you have an outro song or no?
Oh, an outro song? If I had to pick one, dang, it'd have to be like one that I would love.
Yeah.
One that you would love? I hope so.
Yeah.
It's
Your
Play a song
final
you hate.
Your final song, bro.
Right, we got a good one right here. Oh, wait, I gotta add. It's a good outro song right here. Little nice beat.
It's just a beat.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's chill.
That's what you're gonna put your coffin into the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's chill.
They're gonna be grooving.
I could see it.
You're gonna be
They're
grooving.
gonna be popping their heads. Just going down.
What's that one? Those people. I don't know where they're from. I'm gonna try my best not to be.
Yeah.
Ghost people.
I'm not gonna try to locate them. But the coffin dance. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
It's called
I got it right here.
it's called something else.
I hope there's not music to this, but if there is, I'll mute it. But I mean, most of y'all probably know it.
Oh yeah, it is called.
They're just dancing with a coffin.
It's so funny.
The hell?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's just look up coffin dance. It was like a huge meme back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't know about it.
Yeah, you know about coffin dance?
Mm-mm.
Really?
They're just
Maybe the
dancing with it.
song.
Huh?
Play like a little bit of the song.
Let me see.
He's heard the song. No way.
They
I know that
dance-
song.
They dance that's like I think there's like an actual person there. I don't know. They're like dancing him all the way to. the thing. I don't know. I don't know if there is or isn't, but they literally walk to the location, like, and then they put them on their head and stuff. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, it was a meme for like a very
That's
very
funny.
long time.
Yeah, look.
Real ones, bro.
They even put it in Call of Duty Zombies.
Coffin dance. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh,
Where you
damn!
can
I
just,
do remember that. I
What the
vaguely
hell?
remember that. Yeah.
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah, you didn't know about the coffin?
No, I
dance?
didn't,
That's crazy.
no.
That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't. I actually forgot about that. I think my brother was telling me about that a long time ago.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But you see, Ubisoft might go out of business.
No,
Yep.
they deserve it. Fucking up those Assassin's Creed games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so apparently this
That's the only
game,
game I know.
Assassin's Creed Shadows, is a new one.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
Was supposed to save. They were hoping it would save their company, like it would sell a lot of copies, right?
Yeah, of course.
And I was watching a video of somebody checking how many people bought it or like pre-ordering it,
Yeah.
and this was a week before it came out, and it said around 60,000 people were pre-ordering it, right?
That's not that much. No?
No, I didn't. I thought it was a lot. I was like, oh, it's pretty good. Then they went to
For
Monster
games?
Hunter,
It's
and
like 2
Monster
million.
Hunter had like 2 million people, and I was like, yeah, Ubisoft's cooked,
Yeah.
dude. Like,
Mhm.
I didn't know it was that drastic, you know. But that's also just on Amazon. You know, you can get it on Steam and all these other things. But that's crazy, right? That's crazy. And then they're getting a lot of backlash because they have a woman sumo wrestler, and apparently in their culture,
It's illegal.
it's illegal for a woman to sumo wrestle. Like,
What
it's
culture?
a men's thing only. Like, they can't even be inside
That's
of a
crazy.
sumo gym. From what I understood, like it for their culture, it's just like a
Yeah.
guy's thing.
Wait, okay.
And in the game, they have a female sumo wrestler, so it's like
in Shadows.
yes,
What?
like she's like a supported cast
Oh,
member. And then
the hell?
they also released a lot of DLC
Mm-hmm.
of like you can ride a dragon and all these things, and it's
What?
all red. Yeah, and then people were like, it looks like Chinese inspired samurai gear and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they were like, that's not Japanese, that's Chinese. And so it's like, and then I don't know if you knew, but before that, the game was supposed to come out in February originally, right?
I didn't know that.
But they pushed it back. They've pushed this game back, I think, like 2-3 times. But
Dang.
they pushed it
Wow.
back, and apparently some companies didn't know and stocked it on the shelves.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, and like people were buying an unfinished version of the game.
What the fuck?
It wasn't like sloppy or messed up
Yeah.
because you know it was gonna release a month later,
Mm.
but it was people were like, and at first like everybody thought it was fake, right?
Mhm.
But then people would be selling it like online for like $100. It wasn't like in the UK, I think it's
Yeah.
where it happened. And like they're selling it, but apparently it happened in more than one store. Like a bunch of stores released it on the original release date, and it was just like a unfinished version of the game, and people were playing it early, which is just crazy.
Yeah.
Like literally everything that could go wrong, like went wrong for Ubisoft,
That's
you know.
crazy, bro.
And so I think they're cooked, man.
Yeah. What was Shadows supposed to be like about? Like, what was the era it's supposed to cover?
Japanese culture.
Like, what? It's like a certain year. Like, what is it's the assassin supposed to be?
Okay,
Is he
so
samurai? Is he,
basically,
So you're able to play as two characters.
uh-huh.
You're able to play as a
'Cause I know
girl.
the last one took
who-
place in what was it Roman times, right? The last
Viking,
oh was it Viking?
Norse mythology,
Uh,
but now it's Japanese culture and mythology. And
mm,
Yusuke is, you know, the famous
the Black Samurai.
samurai. You can play as him, who has a
Mm.
completely different play style than the girl, who is an actual assassin.
Okay.
And you can shift through both through the game,
Mm.
depending on how you want to play the game. Yeah, I don't know, but that's pretty much what it is. It's just, you know, it's like Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Like it's like that time,
Mhm.
and I don't know if
Okay.
it's like the exact same time, but it's in that time frame. I'm actually gonna look them up right now.
Yeah, show me a picture. I didn't even know. Yeah, the new Assassin's Creed game is out.
yeah, I saw Dashi playing it,
Yeah.
and I was watching him like fight,
Mm-hmm.
and bro, the
Not good.
bots were not fighting back.
Really? Oh my god,
Yeah, it was bad.
that sucks. So, yeah.
Okay, so
Ugh.
if you look up on the big screen here, and if y'all guys want to look it up, you can. You can go to Ubisoft. This is 5 years, okay?
Oh,
and
5
and 5 years is, I think, not is a good chunk of time for
Mhm.
a company, right? Ubisoft was
Damn.
around $20 for the stock, right? That was in
Damn.
2021. It is currently
Cut down.
$2. It has
Oh my god.
dropped down tremendously. It's been absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Within the last 5 years, right?
Yeah.
And if we go max, I think this is from the beginning. They were peaking at 2019 at like around $23, and now they're worth $2. So yeah, it's a big drop. Like they're literally almost where they
Damn.
first started.
Yeah.
No, actually, they were worth more back then. They're $3. But we could look at Nintendo. I'm actually,
The
interested
worst they've
in
ever
Nintendo
been is
stock.
right now.
So
That's crazy.
they're peaking.
Nintendo. Yeah.
They're at $71 within the last 5 years.
Because of Switch, probably, right? Switch 2.
But pretty much, Nintendo
Oh,
started
man.
off at what is that? $30.90, around
Mhm.
there, and they're currently at $71
Mm.
from the beginning of time, like from their company.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
looks like Sony's doing.
That
Sounds
sucks,
rough.
man. Because I really like the concept of Assassin's Creed. Like, it was always cool to me. But I
Yeah, Assassin's
I
Creed
think the
was
last one I liked was Assassin's Creed 2, I think. Assassin's Creed 2. And then, like, the last one I played was Black Flag. And I didn't really like that one.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it went downhill whenever they started messing around with boats.
Yeah.
Cause then like it wasn't really Assassin's Creed. Like you
Yeah.
weren't really jumping off buildings, assassinating people.
Yeah.
Which
Right.
is crazy that you say that, because that's the best Assassin's Creed game,
Which one? Black Flag?
Black Flag.
You think so?
But I have the same opinion as you. I hated Black Flag.
It's cause like it just
I
came out
didn't
of
like
nowhere.
whenever they brought the boats.
Yeah.
I didn't like whenever like we were at sea all the damn time. I didn't like that. I liked being in the city
Mm-hmm.
and assassinating some creeds, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was cool with that.
Yep.
But what's crazy is that Black Flag did so great, so great that they made Skull and Bones. I don't know if you ever knew that game.
No.
This was a game that
Wow.
Ubisoft also made, right?
It says,
Did
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Skull and Bones. This is Ubisoft. This game was apparently supposed. So whenever Black Flag came out, everybody loved the boat so much, like making your own boat,
Yeah.
picking
yeah,
up your
all
own
that
crew,
shit, yeah.
that they wanted to make a standalone game
Just for the boats.
just for that. So because people, that's what people wanted. That's
Yeah.
why people loved Black Flag, was because it changed in a good way.
That makes sense.
It's
probably why they made Sea of Thieves,
right here.
too.
Look, there's right here. Fail. Right.
Oh my
There's a
God.
picture saying Skull and Bones fail. Like this game
Damn.
did so bad, and I don't remember how long the wait. Look at this. We'll go to Steam because Steam is it's a real gamers game. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's put whatever. It doesn't matter. This has mixed reviews,
Oh my God.
and it has mostly positive 76 reviews.
The most recent one.
Mixed reviews 1,000 something,
Oh.
1,300. But yeah, it's 40% off.
Wow.
Kind of looks like Sea and Thieves.
Yeah.
Pretty much what it was supposed to
Yeah.
be, but Sea of Thieves better.
Oh my God.
The characters look like sim characters, and the ship designs are just terrible. And this is a game that came out recently, from what I remember. Came out 2024.
Oh wow. What?
It came out 2024, and I remember when it came
Dang.
out, people were talking about like it was unfinished. There's a lot of glitches. Wasn't ready. And people were excited for this because this is what people have been waiting for
Forever.
since Black Flag came out.
Wow. Okay. Dang, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Well, that game came out, and yeah, like I was saying, I love the old Assassin's Creed. I think Assassin's Creed 2 is probably one of my favorite Assassin's
Yeah,
Creed.
that's the one that got me.
Or Brotherhood. I really love both of them. I do like Odyssey and Origins, which is the Roman times, and then the one in Egypt. But once I have to start, doing ship stuff, I kind of just stop playing the game because I do go pretty far. I mean, sometimes I'll do it just to get there and get the teleporting thing done. But Ubisoft, I think it's cooked, man.
Yep.
Dunzo.
Dunzo.
Nah, they still got Uno.
No.
Is that their game?
Yeah.
That's funny.
No, that'll last a while.
But Ubisoft runs a lot of games, man. Let me see. What are we losing? If Ubisoft
Far
leaves,
Cry.
what are we losing?
Rayman.
I know Far Cry's big.
Oh yeah, Far Cry. Right.
So we have Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six Siege, The Division, Far Cry,
We're losing Monopoly.
Tom Clancy,
For Honor.
Watch Dogs, For Honor.
I know people
Prince
didn't
of
really like that
Persia.
either, right?
Huh?
People didn't really play For Honor either.
I
I know some people. There's
Nah,
people
For
that
Honor
do
was
still
good.
play it,
For
but
Honor
it's
was
not a
good.
big game.
no, it's not. Never was a big
People
game.
don't really play it that.
I
That
feel
game-
like
I loved For Honor when it came out. I really did. I really liked it. I liked it a lot. I had a lot of fun.
for PS4, it was a big thing.
It was
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. For Honor's dope, man. I love For Honor, but like you said, it never got what it needed. You know,
It
never.
was too toxic.
Yeah.
You said it's too toxic.
Yeah.
Star Wars Outlaws. Nobody missing that, bro.
Yeah, right. Actually, is there a way we can see?
All of them.
Let's see how.
I'm looking
A
at
lot
all
of those
them right
games
now.
actually are bad that I've heard. So they're not really missing anything.
All these games, if you've noticed, The Division,
Yeah.
Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
These are all games that were bad when they released and got better.
Whoa, which ones?
Like Watch Dogs,
The first one?
that one was horrible.
The first one was
Yeah.
good.
It got better. When it first came out, that game was trash. And I know that because I bought it and waited for that game
I remember
to
I
come
was so
out.
hyped for it.
Oh, like updates.
And then
I
you
played
also
it, I
have
was
The
like,
Division
Nah.
was rough when it first came
Yeah.
out. And then it got better 3 years later. And then Division 2 was great. But what
Yeah,
happened was
because
that everybody had already left. You know, everybody did. Star Wars Outlaws, I ain't heard nothing good about that game.
Same. That, the crew. I don't think really people like the new Far Cry, but I don't know. Not too much. Yeah, dude.
Can we see how many people purchased this game?
Does it tell you that?
I don't know.
Yeah, so if anything, we're losing Watch Dogs. We're losing Tom Clancy's.
The Division.
We're losing
You can go here.
Uno.
Yes, Rainbow Six Siege, Assassin's Creed, Ghost Recon, Tom Clancy's, any Tom Clancy game.
Yeah.
Star Wars Outlaws. I don't even know what the hell that is. And then they're making a new Rainbow Six Siege, right? That's supposed to come out soon.
Mm.
But I mean, it doesn't matter because it's not gonna make it.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Monopoly.
I know.
Prince of Persia's kind of sad. It's really sad that's leaving.
If they really wanted to, they could come back, bro. They just don't know what they're doing.
They tried. That's what Assassin's Creed Shadows was supposed to do.
No.
It's supposed to come back, and it didn't. It didn't.
Yeah, because
it
that
didn't
sounds
make
cool.
the cut.
Like having a, like with everybody liking Japan and everything and watching anime.
Bro,
now,
for real,
you
like
would think
right
this would be
now,
the perfect
Japan
game
is all high
that
right
like
now.
people would love, but if they did it wrong, they managed to do it wrong, and
Yeah, it's
Japan's
they sold
ruling
the
the nerds
bag.
right now, dude. You have
Yeah.
like top-notch anime right now.
yeah,
You have Demon Slayer going into his last arc.
Yeah.
You have Solo Leveling coming out, which Solo Leveling isn't even Japanese. I think that's Korean, right?
Yeah.
Either way, the Asian world side of the world is ruling right now. You
For
decide to
now.
make a game about if Ghost of Tsushima was to come out when anime was this big,
Mm-hmm.
it would have popped off.
Crazy.
It did pop off though.
It did, yeah.
It got Game of the Year. It's a good game.
Mm.
But imagine with Demon Slayer out
With all the hype.
and then like Bleach coming back with 1,000-Year Blood Arc, like people are using samurai swords left and right. You know, you had all these damn Ghost of Tsushima. It's just too good. Top notch.
Yeah, no doubt.
Let's see. Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm gonna look at it right now. Go on PlayStation 5. Assassin's Creed Shadows has 10K plus bought in the past month. All right,
Ruben, what's the last
10K.
game that you played from Ubisoft?
For Ubisoft, bro.
It's about to be this one.
It was probably Assassin's Creed, bro.
For real?
Yeah. That one or Watch Dogs.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't really play Ubisoft games like that.
I do.
He likes online games, dude.
Yeah.
I play
I do like
Trials
some
Fusion.
single player, but
Did you ever play the motorcycle one?
which one?
That motorcycle? Trials Fusion?
Tron?
Trials Fusion?
Trials Fusion.
Yeah.
Never heard of that in my life.
Oh, let me look it up right here.
Yeah, no, dude.
Look, it's right here.
The only time I play games is with my friends, so it's gotta be like a
You can play this online with your friends. I would play with my friend, and like I'd make one obstacle, like I'd be like ahead of him, and then he couldn't make the obstacle, and he's like, "Bro, how'd you do it? Bro, how'd you do it?"
Is that the motocross game?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's the motocross.
That sounds fun. I like
game.
racing games and shit like that.
Yeah, it kind of remind me of like those remind me of Happy. No, not Happy Wheels, but there was this other game where like it was in the app phone, and it was like Hilltop.
I know what you're talking about. It's like a 2D, right?
Yeah, I'm like, you
And
have
then
a
you're
red
just
car.
motorcycle going, and then you do spins, and you try to complete the
Oh
level,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. That's
What is it
basically
called?
what it is.
Okay.
Wait, what's the
I don't
game
know
that
what
you
it's
was
called.
talking
I don't know
about?
what it's called. I just remember playing it because I liked
shit.
it. Because you're a
Yeah.
motorcycle or dirt bike, I guess,
Yeah.
and you're going, and you're just trying to get a certain
Basically-
score or something and beat the level.
Yeah.
Without crashing.
But
Yeah.
Basically.
I don't know. I think indie games are ruling right now, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah, for sure.
Because there's just I don't know any good game that came out recently that like really popped off.
Would Power World count as an indie game?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would.
which
Yeah,
is a good
especially
one
after getting
to bring
sued.
up because they just came out with an update and now they're fully crossplay with.
Yeah,
all-
Power Word's doing what Pokemon can't.
Yeah.
They're evolving.
It's so fun.
They're
playing that a lot.
making a different freaking game. Pokemon's. I think Nintendo's
Same
cooked,
shit.
bro. I don't know who's keeping Nintendo alive.
It's the,
You can't keep releasing these Mario's and Pokemon games.
it's
the exact
working
same,
somehow, bro.
It's work.
It's just better graphics and better screen.
If
That's all
if
they
you're a
need.
Pokemon player, I mean, not even Pokemon. If you're a Nintendo fan, let us know in the comments
What
why.
games you playing?
Why? Yeah. What do you play? What is keeping you intrigued? Because
What do you mean? Super Smash Brothers.
that
People
can't be
still
the
play
only
it
thing
like that,
holding
though?
it up,
Do
dude.
people still play it like that? I don't think so. do they?
Metroid.
People play that too still.
Yeah, there's a new Metroid game coming out.
I guess.
But like, is that enough to keep them up?
yeah,
To keep a whole company up?
yeah. Well, because that's
Bro,
not the only thing.
have you
Because they
not
also got
seen-
the new Switch,
Yeah.
the new Mario Kart.
I guess I can't
Coming,
talk
yeah.
shit because honestly, when the new Switch comes out, I'm buying
Yeah,
it first
exactly.
day. Like,
They about to bump up some new Legend of Zelda.
Exactly.
of course.
Yeah.
but the thing to me is like, imagine if that
Holidays.
was okay. Like, I'm asking the people who only play Nintendo. Like,
a
they're
lot
Nintendo
of it's kids.
fans.
A lot of kids too, and there's a lot of kids.
Yeah, well, actually,
There's a reason that a bunch of dumb YouTubers get famous. So it's like
Whoa.
Nintendo is usually for kids, and the parents buy kids all the new gaming stuff.
all you adult Nintendo fans,
Yeah. Rise up.
rise up against Ruben because
Yeah. Obviously, there's
But no,
people
yeah.
that like it. The nostalgia people.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
like
gonna play every
millennials,
Legend
Gen
of
Z
Zelda.
that grew up with
Period.
it. Obviously, they want to play it, but like majority Nintendo, this stuff is gonna be. For
You getting the new
kids.
Switch?
No,
You don't even have.
I want to get a handheld, but I don't know what to get. I'm thinking about what you said, like the one that you have.
get a stream.
because-
Get a Stream Deck. Get a Stream
just
Deck.
because,
Don't get
like-
what I have.
No,
If you are not,
well, because I want
Tech
something
savvy?
that I can do both.
what do you mean?
Like, because like you said, you could watch stuff on there. So like, if I'm going on a flight or something, and I want or something, I
Look,
want to be
bro,
able
I'm gonna
to
tell
use
you.
it.
I'm gonna tell you
watch.
this straight up.
But I don't know.
Okay,
Maybe not.
get you a Switch Deck
Mm.
and then buy a tablet.
Steam Deck.
Oh yeah, Steam
Yeah,
Deck,
Steam
and
Deck.
then buy a
Said
tablet.
Switch Deck. Tablet.
Because if you're watching, the Steam Deck does not. The battery life is.
Yeah, I heard.
Well,
Unless you get the big one, the good one, or whatever. the
Yeah,
more
and if you wanna watch stuff, just get a tablet. You can get. I got a good Lenovo tablet, like badass, came with a pen and everything for $150.
Okay.
Like it was.
Well, you can like connect it to it.
No.
Oh,
like,
you're just saying
that's
it's
to
an
watch
old-
your stuff.
Okay, tablet. Okay.
Because like you don't want to
Okay,
waste
okay.
your battery life
yeah,
on the Steam Deck
You're right.
watching
Yeah.
Netflix, especially when you only have 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
You know, like you can also brain
That's
rot.
true.
You know, have your
Oh, that's-
tablet,
yeah.
have your
Yeah, you're
tablet
right.
going, and then have your.
Yeah.
But anybody looking to get a handheld, if you're not gonna get a Switch, get a Steam Deck.
Mhm.
Unless you play games that are not on Steam, like
I don't.
Genshin, Wuthering Waves,
Fortnite.
and any games like that, Fortnite, then yeah, you would probably want to get. Because my Rogue Ally, top tier,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also $800. Wow. What? And it's also a Steam Deck OLED.
No.
Right, you have a Steam Deck OLED.
It's only $800.
I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. I meant it's only 800. But the Steam Deck, look, you can get the OLED one, which is like with a nice screen for like $600, right?
Mm.
Not even $550. Or you can get a regular one for $400.
Yeah.
It's just cheaper, and then a tablet on the side. If you really want to be like cheap, you can get a tablet that's $50, like Amazon
Yeah.
Fire or something like that. But
Just get the cheap Steam Deck, get your power bank, and get the tablet.
bro, that power bank to charge a Steam Deck, it's gotta have hella watts, bro.
Yeah.
Because the charger, in order for me to go into they call it turbo mode, right?
Mhm.
Which is performance mode,
Yeah.
like not battery saving. I need to have at least 75 watts to 60 watts, like charger, like
Mm.
you know, it needs to give a lot of juice.
Mm.
But yeah, if you like playing portable games, or if you have a lot of story games, I would not suggest a Steam Deck if you're gonna play online games.
Yeah.
Do that shit at home. But if
Yeah.
you have like story games you want to play,
Mhm.
um,
That's why, like, man, like, I wish they'd bring back the PSP already, bro. Like, cause that's like, I don't want them to make it so big. I want something small, like how it is, you know. That's
The
actually
smaller-
portable that you could put in your pocket or
Yeah.
something, and it's good quality now, updated, and you know
the
has
smaller,
good games.
the better.
Yeah, PSP was dope, man.
But
PSP.
everything's too big and bulky now.
If you're trying to
Drains
play,
battery.
if you're trying to play Hello Kitty Island Adventure, bro, you know,
Yeah,
you get you a Steam Deck, bro,
for sure.
because you can play online with it, but the whole point is to not play it at home, right? Like, I don't know,
Man.
but yeah, Steam Deck. If you play games on Steam, if you
Which I do, so I
If
might
you-
end up getting that,
yeah,
honestly.
if you are good with the PC though, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Because I play Wuthering Waves, I play the hell out of it on my Rogue Ally. But that's a game I have to be online for.
Wait, Wuthering Waves?
I play hell out of Wuthering Waves.
Isn't that a mobile game?
It's like Genshin. Is this one here?
Oh yeah, it's mobile. It's a mobile game.
Well, I play it on. I don't play it on mobile. That's crazy.
Yeah, Crazy Nev, it is a mobile game. Yeah, I used to play it. I think the beginning. Bro, I don't even know how the beginning went.
I don't either.
You start off in like some little village, and then like
It's the same as Genshin. They start the same.
no, they don't.
Yeah, you end up being somewhere from another time, and they end up finding you asleep, laying down, and then they're like, something pops up, and it's like, let me take you to this town and this village, and then they're like, oh, you're from out there. Wow, we've been waiting for you. Type shit.
Type shit.
Type shit, bro.
Type
Type
shit.
shit. But yeah, I love Wuthering Waves, dude. That gets me hype.
Yeah, hopefully they add like a third party character, something like that.
But I was gonna look.
Oh, Monster Hunter,
I was just gonna see if Ubisoft just cook if they have any latest news.
bro.
Yeah, Rainbow Six Siege X is supposed to be coming out.
Terrible.
Um,
Did you hear that the Xbox or whatever, the new one they've been talking about is supposedly gonna, well, like we said, it was gonna be released early, but apparently it's gonna be able to play. The way they're doing it, they're gonna be able to play PlayStation games because they're gonna have Steam on it or something.
Well, they're gonna.
I can't remember exactly how it was explained. But
Instead of PlayStation having exclusives to their PlayStation, they're gonna let Xbox be able to like play their games. So they're gonna like have their games on the Xbox store, so people can buy them now.
like this for sure.
That's
I-
for sure.
No,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
no,
that's
no.
for
Okay,
sure.
this
You
is
have
what I
it-
heard.
I think you have it the other way.
Yeah. That's what I heard
what?
the other way. Yeah, Xbox is doing it, PlayStation, but I also heard the newest console is like they're kind of making like a hybrid between an Xbox and PC, to where you can download Steam on Xbox, and obviously on Steam you have games like Spider-Man and God of War, whatever, you know.
Yeah, it
Dang.
came out hella years later.
Yeah, exactly. So now they're saying because the new Xbox console, since it's basically a PC, you know.
I
you
mean,
got
No
all that.
way, bro. There's
I
no
feel like they would
way.
have to make a deal with Steam.
It's gonna be super.
Apparently, I guess they do or something because
Well,
they're,
it is.
they're able to have
Is
it on
Steam
there.
Microsoft?
I think
It's
something to do with
Because I know
Right.
they tried to get a deal with Discord, and then Discord ended up going with PlayStation.
something, but
So that's why you can get on Discord on PlayStation.
yeah.
I know Xbox games are coming to. Well, they already did.
They were gonna put
High
Game
on
Pass.
Life is on PlayStation. now.
Yeah,
It's Xbox exclusive.
yeah,
Let me
that's
see.
crazy.
like Tomb Raider. That Tomb Raider collection, I think, is on PlayStation now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's right. It was the new console coming out, and apparently, I think Xbox is making a handheld too.
Man.
Yeah, that's right. And it's gonna be able to play.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
all the
so
old
it says,
games.
as you may have seen, playing games from your Steam library on your Xbox console is possible. However, the experience can be very based on many factors. The first recommendation that you should follow is connect your Xbox Series to the router via Ethernet cable for
Mhm.
cloud. Oh, it's cloud gaming.
Mm.
Yeah, it's cloud gaming. Okay, so they're allowing cloud. Apparently, you can do it now. That's crazy. I don't know. Games are getting crazy. Ubisoft is cook. A new Xbox is coming out, which is going
Early.
to make the PS6 come out.
Yeah.
Which is supposed to come
But it's
out.
like at that point, motherfuckers might as well just save up and get a PC, bro.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be more expensive.
Because I know that PC's been getting more popular now. More people are getting PCs and
The
getting on Steam.
PS6,
Yeah, I guess so.
ooh,
Yeah.
2027.
Mm.
When did the PS5 come out?
It came out
21?
Like 2020.
It came out 2020.
Oh, 2020.
So
I
then,
thought so.
if the new console comes out 2027, that means it's been out for 7
No.
years.
No,
Yeah.
no.
That's crazy.
And then it wasn't accessibly like available, easily accessibly available to buy for like 2 years.
Yeah,
PS5.
bro. My friend bought a
COVID,
PS5
yeah.
for like $800.
Oh my god, people are stupid.
Yeah.
You buy a PC with that.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah?
just spent $800 to fix my PC.
Okay.
It hurt my hand.
But
It
yeah.
was the worst. It was funny because the boy came over
Yeah.
and I was like, "What does my PC need?" And he picked it up, and he's like, "Where's all the screws?" And he's like, "I don't even want to pick it up."
What the hell?
Because my case was missing a bunch of screws because I kept losing them.
That's crazy.
And I was like, "What do you suggest, bro?" And he's like,
You
He's
gotta get
like-
a new case.
and then he was like, "Is that CPU fan, the stock one?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, watching YouTube because I got Monster Hunter for free.
Yeah.
Well, not really. I paid $800 to play that stupid game.
Yeah.
And then it wouldn't play because there's a difference between RAM and VRAM, which VRAM runs your games,
Okay.
which depends how much your graphic card has.
Mm-hmm.
I only had 6 gigabytes of VRAM, which is apparently not that much. You needed 8 or more VRAM to be able to play Monster Hunter
Wow.
because it wasn't. And that's another thing with PC is games aren't optimized well when they first come out, right? It takes them a while, a bunch of updates.
Yeah.
That's why you're not getting GTA 6.
Dude, how long did it take GTA to even get on PC? It took a long time.
Decade.
Yeah, probably. Or GTA 5. But I needed this all started because I couldn't play Monster Hunter. I didn't have enough VRAM. So then they're like, "Okay, let's look for a graphics card." That scalping is worse than Pokemon scalping. Like, you can't find anything on graphics cards. And remember how we had talk about the new graphic cards that came out?
Mm-hmm.
They really messed up the graphic card market. So if you don't know, Nvidia came out with the 5000 series.
Yeah.
And it ended up being almost half the price of the 4000 series. So now what's the point of buying a 4000 series when you can get a 5000 series that's better
Newer.
and almost half the price, right? Newer. Well, what they did is because of that, and I think they knew that they made that mistake, or apparently they do this all the time. They stopped making the previous ones.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, I think a couple months before they released the new one, they completely stopped making the 4000 series. They released the 5000 series. It got scalped out. So now people are selling them. You can buy one for $500. A pretty decent one. 5000, like a 5070 or, a 5060, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can buy those for like about $550. People are selling them on eBay for $1,500.
Damn.
So me getting a Nvidia graphics card was absolutely almost impossible. So what do we go? We go to the next best thing, right? Which is
The new generation that came out.
AMD. No, I couldn't get the new generation because it got
Oh.
scalped out,
Yeah.
right?
Oof.
Now, when we went to Micro Center, they don't put how many Nvidia cards they have on the website. They just say come in. If you try to buy,
Mhm.
if you go to Micro Center and you try to buy
Yeah.
a 5000 series graphic card, all it says is what aisle it's at. It doesn't tell you how many they have. It
Yeah.
doesn't tell you if they have anything. And I guess that's their way of like stopping scalpers from immediately buying them online, right?
Yeah.
I get there and I have two options. I can buy this $550 one or this 5070, right? And at the end, we found out that the one that I was getting was better because it has 16 gigabytes of
VRAM.
VRAM. So I'm going to be good for a while, hopefully, you know.
Hell yeah.
But I'm like, damn,
Is
that
it-
was 500. And then he's all like, you need a new case, dude.
Yeah.
Your case is falling
It's not
apart.
gonna
Yeah,
fit,
It's
no?
open.
Might
And
as
I was
well.
like, okay. So I bought a new case. And he's like, and you need your CPU fan to change. Okay. So I went to go get a new CPU fan. And then the new graphics card needed 750 watts to run. My power source only gave out 600.
Oh my god.
So I was like, okay, how much is that?
Stop
And it was
telling
like
me.
$120.
God.
So in the end, I basically bought
Oh
a whole
my
new
God.
PC. Everything but the motherboard and the processor and the RAM. So I was like, damn. I ended up just like coughing up so much money just to play Monster Hunter that I've only played twice because I haven't had time.
Oh my god.
But scalping for graphics cards is absolutely insane. And the crazy thing is that they haven't made, like, they're not keeping up with the graphics cards. They made like one big shipment, sent it out, and apparently everybody's waiting for that second one that they haven't even announced when that's coming out. So, good luck building a PC, right? Because like Intel just came out with their graphics card, and I saw it, and it was $350.
Damn.
Right? And I was like, that is pretty cheap for a graphics card. But the thing is, one, they haven't been out that long, the new ones. And I was like, should I be the first one to try it? And they're like, nah. And I was like, all right. So it's like kind of that, like, when something new kind of comes out, and you're
Wait, who
kind of
told
like,
you no?
yeah.
Who told
my
you no?
my PC guy, bro.
Oh, okay.
And which I understand.
Who was it, Johnny?
No. I'm Johnny's PC guy. And it's because everything I learned from these guys, right? And I was just like, yeah, all right. And I realized I need to take care of my stuff because I could have saved more money if I would have just taken care of my stuff. But I'm thinking about updating it because if all I need is another processor and motherboard, that together is maybe like 300, and I might as well just fix the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, like I just bought RAM last year, so my RAM's good. Literally, the only thing I need to update is the processor and the motherboard.
Wait, what about your power?
Hmm?
What about your power?
I had to update it.
Oh, you already have it? A new cable?
Yeah, the whole power source. I had to get it's an 850 watt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just building a PC is
So.
a headache. So pretty much, I could have built a badass PC
Or you could have bought a brick
for $1,500, dude.
Yeah.
You know how crazy that is? Because when I bought my PC,
3K.
it was $3K.
Yeah, but when you first bought it, you had to buy everything, no? Like your
This is
monitor.
me. Like this is if I'm buying everything again.
Yeah, but like
Because
no,
think
but you have
about
to
it.
buy your monitors.
But
your
you buy
keyboard, your
monitors like
chair.
150, right? I spent 800. Buy a monitor 150, right? For a decent one, maybe 200. Let's go 200, right? So that's what you're at $1,000, right? You buy the motherboard and the processor together, you're looking at like 400. So you're like at $1,400, and then you buy a good keyboard for $100 that comes with a mouse, and you're looking for $100.
They don't come with a mouse. You gotta buy a mouse separately, no? I had to buy
My
mine.
first keyboard, it came with my mouse.
My mouse is $100 too.
Your mouse alone is $100.
It's a
Damn.
Logitech White Lightspeed, whatever it's called.
Oh,
That's
you know
crazy.
what? That gives
Something
you
like
the less input lag on
Yeah,
your
something
mouse.
like that. I don't know. Josh recommended it.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Josh recommended me one. It was $40.
Yeah.
But pretty much, I went from 3. Like I don't know. I think building a PC is with the options that you have now isn't to start off. Of course, you're eventually gonna upgrade, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
after a couple of years, but it's not as expensive as I remember it being. And I also have like
It's not.
I don't know. I don't think it's that
literally
much.
just the first time because that's when you're buying everything.
Yeah, which is like
But the PC itself, yeah, you can get it around 1,200
because I got
for a good one.
I got a nice looking case. You can go on my Instagram. You can check out the case.
Yeah.
It was $60.
Yeah. See, yeah, the case too. If you don't pay, like, if you just get
My
a basic
case
ass, if you get a basic ass one, it will save you a lot of money too.
Yeah, no, my case looks like this one,
Yeah.
but mine was $60 compared to that was like
Uh,
almost 200.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know?
I think mine was like 150.
Yeah. No,
small.
mine was $60,
Mm,
and I was like,
That's
whoa, and it's white.
nice.
It's dope. So I was like, whoa, and I was like, what's the brand? And he's like, as long as they hold your stuff, I don't think
Yeah,
it
it
matters.
don't matter.
As long as you have ventilation, right?
Mhm.
But making a PC is absolutely crazy. But this is going on for a while now. Let's get into the news. Before y'all want to get into anything else,
No, not really.
I'm gonna let you know right now. We're talking about Invincible
Next
season 3 next week. So if you've watched it, hop on with us. If you haven't, jump 30 minutes. Now jump 15 minutes ahead of the next
More
episode.
like 5 minutes.
You think it'll take that long? You don't think there's
Oh,
a
wait.
lot to talk about?
Yeah, it won't take that long.
Okay.
Maybe 10 minutes.
Well, you've seen it.
10
so,
minutes.
okay.
10 minutes.
Jump 10 minutes
Be safe.
ahead of the clip.
Of the next
So you're gonna have to keep count.
We'll remind you.
And as soon as it's 10 minutes or 8, just let us know. And
Okay.
we'll cut.
Yeah.
we got it.
But next episode, just jump 10 minutes ahead, and we'll be done with. If you don't want spoilers, if you don't care, jump 10 minutes ahead.
Yeah.
And if you want to hear us listen, if you want to listen to us talk about it, Invincible season 3, next episode. But let's go into the news here. What we got so far? If you own a Tesla, be
No,
careful. All right. That's what,
Yeah,
well,
it's
first,
big.
let's catch up
Is that news, Daddy?
with News Daddy
Yeah.
on the
Oh my
weekend.
God.
Oh boy. Hold on, let me make sure this is the right weekend though.
The
When was this?
weekend was cooked.
Yeah, it says okay. We're good.
Yeah.
He said this weekend was cooked. Let's see what he
The
said.
craziest weekends. At least 33 people have died in the U.S. after a number of extremely powerful tornadoes
Oh, the
ripped
dust-
through
oh.
parts of the country. Cars were flipped, schools were destroyed, entire neighborhoods
Damn.
were torn apart. And what's crazier is that at the same time, Texas and Oklahoma
There you
were
go.
battling dust storms
Wait,
and
that happened, like,
130
Yeah.
2 weeks
wildfires.
ago.
This
No, last
weekend.
week.
Minnesota
This coming
is being
weekend.
hit with a blizzard warning. Next, U.S. has also cooked up a political storm this weekend because they just announced that they are kicking South Africa's ambassador out of the country. They said he is no longer welcome because he's a race-baiting politician that hates America and President Trump. And keep in mind, this is extremely rare for a country to do. Not even Russia or the U.S. did this at the height of the Cold War. Next, we also got reports that Trump is now considering a new travel ban that extends to a massive 43 countries, with red, orange, and yellow indicating the level of restrictions each country will face. Next, U.S. was also busy in other countries this weekend because their military forces in a joint operation with Iraq eliminated ISIS's leader of global operations. Trump celebrated the news by saying peace through strength. Next, unfortunately though, those celebrations couldn't be carried over to the war in Ukraine because that 30-day immediate ceasefire deal, which was agreed to by Ukraine, was not by Russia. Putin said that Russia has agreed to end the fighting, but the current deal needs more work. Next, we also though got some fantastic news.
There you
because
go.
The astronaut stranded in space for 9 months now may finally be returning home.
What?
after a
They
rescued
returned today.
SpaceX capsule docked with the ISS on Sunday. They are due to make
How are
their
they
journey
gone for
back
9
to Earth.
months?
They kept getting pushed back.
By
Like-
gravity?
No. Like they were
Gravity
scheduled to
pulls,
come back,
not pushes, bro.
but they kept pushing out that date, and yeah, it just went on for like 9 months, whatever it was.
Okay.
I didn't know
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, they've been up there for a long time.
Go ahead, summarize it real quick.
That's pretty much it. I don't know.
Oh,
All I know is just that they were scheduled to come back a long time ago. I think after what?
why
3
weren't
months?
they able to come back?
Why were they able?
Why weren't
Or
they?
weren't
able?
they? I don't know. I just know that they were the first time they were supposed to come back, there was some sort of delay or something, and they just said we'll have to reschedule it for next month or whatever. And then that day came, and then like we still can't, like we gotta do it.
They
Push it
came
back. We gotta
today?
keep. Yeah, they kept. Yeah, they just came back today. They landed in the water, or whatever, in
Yeah,
the Gulf
today.
of Mexico and
The Gulf of America.
yeah,
The Gulf of Bucky.
Gulf of Mexico, bro. No, they landed there and yeah, they got him out, and obviously they had to help them, put him in a wheelchair and all that, and help
Yeah,
him
that's
learn to walk
crazy.
again. Yeah,
Damn,
there's a
in
video.
wheelchair?
There's a
Well, I guess like you're
yeah, they
up
can't.
there,
Yeah,
yeah,
you can't
floating
walk
for so
when you
long.
get back
yeah.
in. But there's
Yeah.
a video of them being,
We'll
I
look
guess,
it
in the
up.
water,
We'll look it up
and
here in a
them
bit.
going to pick them up, surrounded by boats and shit.
That's crazy.
Sweet. Finally. Oh, and just as a bonus, Diddy officially pled not guilty. A Peruvian man was found alive after 95 days lost at sea, and 16 people were injured after a roof collapsed at a St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, I remember that.
We need another weekend to recover from the weekend. Bro, we
That's crazy. I did see the St. Patty's Day thing collapse.
What was it?
So there was like a little roof patio thing,
Yeah.
and it collapsed onto the people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, that's crazy. See if I can get there faster.
one of the
Yeah, I don't think I can. Damn. But oh look, here it is. Is it this one? Maybe.
Bro, you cannot
Oh,
tell
yeah.
me we are not living in a
And they're not getting paid
For
overtime for that. That's
9
funny.
months, stranded in space, the two astronauts, Sonny and Butch, they touch down to Earth in a scene so goddamn beautiful, it looks AI generated. You can see boats racing to them in the distance.
They got a
and then
4K
SpaceX
camera
hits them
recording.
with the coldest line that they've been waiting 286 days to hear.
Butch, Sonny, on behalf of SpaceX, welcome home.
Oh, and just when you think it couldn't get any cooler, they are welcomed by a pod of dolphins. What is this? Now keep in mind, they haven't felt gravity in like nearly a year, and you can lose about a third of muscle mass in just 2 weeks. So, when they actually touched down, they needed help standing up again, and they were even given these rolling chairs so that their bodies can begin readjusting. Sonny broke the world record for the most spacewalking for a female astronaut. Oh,
What?
and
But they're
apparently
stuck up there.
They won't be paid overtime for the trip, which was only supposed to last about a week. According to their website, NASA astronauts make about 152K. Nice six figures. But according to a former astronaut, Katie Coleman, they won't qualify for the months of overtime. Instead, Coleman said that they will be paid on the same basis as a federal employee on an extended business trip, which are compensated for a handful of incidentals. Please tell me that can't be true. Nah, bro, you cannot.
That's crazy.
Okay, so this is what it says. The reason they're originally supposed to be there for 8 days.
Okay.
Like that was the original mission, but technical issues with their return capsule meant they had to remain up there, because they didn't feel it was safe for them their
To come
capsule
back.
to come back. And then why wasn't earlier? NASA officials said that the two astronauts had to remain on the ISS to maintain adequate staffing levels, and it did not have the budget for the operational need to send a dedicated rescue spacecraft. You know, I'm guessing that's why it was SpaceX that ended up doing it, and they were probably
SpaceX
Waiting for the
is
right one.
Elon's.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, I
So,
want to
yeah.
check something out. That's crazy though.
8 days turning into 9 months, bro. That's crazy. And then not getting paid overtime.
You miss a lot, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like you miss a lot. 9 months is a very long time.
Yeah.
A little some. Not too crazy.
Something like could have a baby in that time.
But then, like, they didn't lose their time.
Wow, Tesla's doing really bad. Stock
yeah.
market update on Tesla real quick. On December 17th, 2024, they were at $480.
Yeah.
Ever since he ended up doing all this presidential stuff, guess where it's at now?
I think it was like 230 something. 233.
$235.
235?
Yep.
That's
from 400.
that's more than half, a little more than
Yeah.
half. That's absolutely crazy. That's just wild.
Is insane.
And that was their all-time highest.
What about SpaceX? Are they up there? Can you check up there?
Their all-time highest is 430. That was their highest they've ever been.
Yeah. Well, they've had stock splits.
Yeah, they've had stock splits, but even
'Cause I
with
know-
that, like from
I
the
know,
very
remember they were up at like $1,000 at one point, and then they split it.
well, yeah, but so from the very beginning,
Yeah.
because they still even with a stock split, You technically still have the same amount, right? I think the stock split means
It just all it does is one share. You go say I have one share, and it gets all the way to 1,000. They have a split.
and
It
they
goes
split.
down
The,
to
they,
it splits into two. So you have two shares.
Yeah, so
but
then
the
you'll
price
have
is at,
more.
like $100.
It's almost yeah. They do that so that people can.
Buy more. And
Yeah,
restart
yeah.
all that. Yeah.
So their highest back in 2021 was $407.
Yeah.
Their highest before that was $275 in 2021, and I guess the stock split was probably around like.
Yeah. Because I guess
18.
it technically just always goes up.
But since the stock split, it was 431 was their highest, which that's insane. Is SpaceX its own thing?
I don't know.
SpaceX. Let me see. SpaceX. Elon Musk CEO.
Like that
SpaceX
probably
stock.
goes
I
up.
feel like it's Tesla stock. SpaceX. That's right. Held company. Oh, it's a private company. There's no public stock.
Oh. Okay.
So, we will never get that information. But,
Yeah. What was that?
this one's about. Do you want to see this one?
Have you heard about that?
I have yours up here.
What is that? Oh yeah. That one I was about to talk about.
Here, before we go to that, let's do this one. Real quick.
Tesla owner in America, you might want to see this. Someone has just created a website called Dogequest, which reportedly publishes the names, addresses, and phone numbers of Tesla owners across America.
Damn.
The site, which has a Molotov cocktail for a cursor, claims that they will only remove the personal data if owners prove that they have sold their Teslas. Now, the
Oh,
intention
shit.
of this website seem pretty clear, because this comes off the back of Tesla dealerships being
Oh.
attacked,
Yeah, I've
Cybertrucks being
seen that.
torched, Tesla stock prices plummeting, and even X getting hit with huge cyber attacks. The website reads, if you're on a hunt for a Tesla to unleash your artistic flair with a spray can, just step outside, no map needed. At Dogequest, we believe in empowering creative expression of protest that you can execute from the comfort of your own home. They say that they neither condone or condemn any actions, but then immediately follow that up by saying, before you embark on any adventure, we highly recommend checking out the No Trace project. Now, you go up to that website, and the front page reads, No Trace, No Case, a collection of tools to help anarchists and other rebels understand the capabilities of their enemies, undermine surveillance efforts, and ultimately act without getting caught. So the question is this a just cause or going way too far?
Wait.
If you are a Tesla
Just cause. Look, they give you.
Just cause the game. Yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't know it was gonna be that crazy. I only saw like the first
Insane.
5 seconds of that video before, like I
Man,
sent it. So
dang, don't get a Tesla.
yeah, that's crazy.
First
Kind
time
of
to
scary.
get
Okay, you said this one.
Man, I
right
wanted to get
Yeah.
one too.
Yeah.
Well, this just in, a virtual
Oh, the battery.
has been
Bink.
charged with assault and battery after this viral video at an 8.
Bink.
Everett faces charges after hitting Kaylin Tucker with a baton.
I mean, she deserved it.
Pink.
Tucker with a concussion and
Who, the girl that got hit?
Yeah.
Damn.
Why she deserve it?
Because she was
got in the
ahead.
lane.
There,
They
Yeah,
they can
bro,
run.
she
They can
couldn't
run in the
have
same
no
lane.
shit.
you
bro.
can do that.
Yeah, they
No,
can
you
run.
can't. You gotta stay in your own lane.
No, you
No,
don't.
you can do that on a relay.
No,
on a 4x4
She was
relay?
all up in her shit, bro.
No, you can do that.
Hell no, I would have done the same thing.
I think it's a 4x8 relay or something. But
That's crazy. So they're running a relay and just max the hell out of it.
yeah,
I mean, how
and-
would you feel
and-
if someone was next to you and like running all up on you?
she's trying to get ahead.
That's
of her.
part of the competition.
Yeah.
That's like me asking you, what if you're playing football and someone tackles you? How you gonna feel about that?
Whoa,
No.
whoa, whoa.
That's
No,
part
no,
of the
that's
You
competition.
can tackle in football.
You can do that in relays.
Oh, hit each other in the back.
No,
No.
get in your lane. Get in your lane.
Okay.
Overtake them.
Crazy.
But
That
yeah.
makes sense. That makes sense.
So that happened, and then the girl that hit her or whatever is denying it and saying it was an accident. Like it wasn't. on
Hell
purpose,
no. You
like-
see her.
And she was,
Cranked
and then
it.
she was playing victim cards, saying it was like, "What about me? Like you guys don't even think about my mental health." Like,
No.
and then
Yeah,
that,
y'all
and then
really
she still
don't.
denies it too, and she's got her like friends and family kind of trying to back her up, but and now she's being sued by the girl that got hit.
Dang.
Those things are like aluminum, right? Or what?
Yeah,
I
they're-
think
they're
so.
hard.
They're pretty. Yeah, they're sturdy.
They're supposedly like metal or something.
Yeah, I would assume aluminum.
They dense.
Yeah. So I know that shit hurt. Whacked her, bro. Oh yeah, this story.
What do you mean this story?
Ruben knows. Bro.
Fucked up. On both sides.
If you don't feel like a very heavy topic. If you're still here, 4 days ago on March 11th, 22-year-old influencer Imogami was attacked on live stream in broad daylight by this man. Suspect 42-year-old Kenichi Takano, while thousands of viewers watched, resulting in
No
the loss
way.
of her life, where he was promptly arrested. He quickly confessed, stating his motive being a dark story that took place over the past 4 years, where he had loaned I over $16,800, which she was not paying him back. Text messages and a lawsuit soon confirmed this, showing that he had been a fan of hers, and over some time she had begun to ask for borrow money. For various reasons, ranging from her forgetting her wallet to work to dramatic family issues, he would sometimes loan her up to $1,000 a month, to the point where he was himself taking out loans. Eventually, he had virtually no more money. His debt collectors were calling for him, and when he asked for it back, she ended up blocking him. So he took her to court and ended up successfully suing her for the money. For whatever reason, he still did not get the money until 4 days ago. He found her by recognizing the background of where she was streaming live in Tokyo.
What the
Stream
heck?
sniping is illegal, bro.
And the aforementioned attack happened in front of thousands of viewers, and violence is much more rare in Japan on the news than it is in the States. So not only was that shocking to the nation, but I also shares the name of a popular voice actress. So there was mass confusion over her well-being, to the point where she had to release a statement saying that she was in fact okay. And there is massive chaos on the Japanese internet revolving around the rhetoric of lending money, live streaming, and hostess club activity. Anyway, stay safe out there. This has been one of the more tragic things that has been a
That was totally on her.
topic in Japan for
It's
a while.
it's fucked up on both sides. Like
It is.
it's
Hopefully y'all heard
bad.
that. I know the video was kind of low, but summarize it up.
pretty much this girl live streaming, a fan of hers loaned her up to $16,800.
That she asked
that
for
she would ask for. She would ask
throughout
him
time.
to help her for either forgetting her wallet or for
Family
family issues. She would say, and he would give her the money and up to like $1,000 a month. And eventually, he ran out of money and he asked for it back, and she blocked him. And
He sued her.
he ended up suing her, winning, but she still didn't pay or something. And he ended up stream sniping her, finding her, and killed her.
For those of you who don't know what stream sniping is, it is illegal.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much if you're watching a streamer and you're like, oh, I know that place, and you purposely go there to meet
Find
them or find them for any reason, even just to say hi, it's illegal.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. It's fucked up because like she fucked up.
it is messed
She
up,
didn't
but
deserve to
dude,
die.
yeah, that's crazy.
Cause that's.
Did you
sad.
see what happened to?
Fucked up shit. I was about to bring that up. Valkyrie and them.
Yeah. Well, okay,
That's,
that's
the same
funny.
shit, right?
You know what's funny is that you say I was gonna say Emaru, but that's because like I watch Emaru. I don't really watch Valkyrie.
I don't
and
watch
guess,
either of them,
but
but
I guess you know who Valkyrie is, right?
I just know from Moist Critical. That's how I found out about it.
Hey, let's talk about it.
I was like, that was crazy.
Where is it? I
They
don't
got
even know if the
stream
video's
sniped,
still
bro.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah, so let's
Imagine
see.
he actually did something to them.
Yeah.
And
would've
they
been
were
crazy.
live, bro.
Nobody was there.
So
Yeah.
here's.
It would have been done for.
I was surprised.
I don't know
they
who
had
this guy
security.
is.
No
but
need.
Just so you can know what you can look it up. Just look up the Valkyrie Emaru incident. I might as well just tell you what happened. So pretty much, they were doing a whole sister-thon thing, which it's like all the female streamers were gonna get together and make content together, like a sisterhood thing. They invited Emaru, who is a streamer. I think she's still part of a OTK. She came to join them on this thing. They went to like a fair,
The pier.
The pier.
Yeah,
Is it the Santa Monica
I
pier?
think I don't know. They were just at some sort of.
They were at some kind of pier, and
thing.
pretty much they run into a guy. The guy says, "Hey, let me take a picture with you." They take pictures with him, and then he starts trying to ask
Bridge.
Emaru for her number, and she's like, "No," and like kept denying him. And like people were mad at her because she's like, she could have just said no, but she was like, she didn't want to tell him no because some people don't know how to reject people, so she just kept
They're-
saying like,
they're
"Oh, I
too
don't use a
nice.
phone.
Yeah.
I don't have a phone." And this guy pretty much ended up trying to fight one of them, and then said like, "I'm gonna kill you," and like jumped at him, and they like ran away. And if you listen to their story, they ended up going to like some CVS kind of place, like a store, and hiding in the closet in one, like, not the closet, but one of their supply closets until like the cops came. And it's just people. It's just men being creeps, bro. I really don't know. Like men are creeps.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's really fucked up.
Yeah, that's crazy. But here's like, if you want to
Scary.
hear.
I'm surprised they didn't have
Streamers
security,
have
bro.
been dealing with harassment and threats and violence over the last 24 hours. So we'll start with Valkyrie, Cinna, and Emiru. Because you see, Valkyrie and Cinna have
Philip
been doing a
DeFranco.
marathon dubbed Assistathon.
Oh.
Yesterday, during that, they went with Emiru to Santa Monica Pier. And as they were getting off the Ferris
W.
wheel, a man who was sitting on the ground outside the ride asked for Emmy's number. Right at first, the group started just trying to roll with the
Also, this dude took a picture with them, went home, changed, and came back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
punch, deciding to walk further down
It's
the pier
crazy.
to get some churros. But as they're in line, they pull out sunglasses to cover their faces. But the thing is, the guy had still followed them and was watching them wait in line for churros from the other side of the pier. The report's also saying that he had gone up to them earlier in the night to ask for a photo, so he may have potentially been following them for a while. And so you see the girls eventually start to feel more uneasy, and they decide to ditch the churro lot. And so they start walking out, but one of their friends approached him off camera, and things escalate quickly from there.
Hey, excuse me? No! Emily, no!
Hmm.
Hey, stop! Whoa! What? Get away from him! Security! He's harassing us?
Right after he threatened to kill them, the live then cut as they continued to call for security, and Valkyrie later posted updates on the situation, right? And we are all okay and have been with police. We decided we are done with the marathon and need time to process. Thank you for all the love and support this past week. We had so much fun and hope you all enjoyed. And adding, they'll postpone their other streaming plans to another time. And well, obviously different. It rattled a lot of people online who saw the incident as well. With a bunch of people online also calling that guy out, trying to spread his image so the authorities could identify him. But follow to stay in the loop. Yo, a whole
Crazy.
slew of streamers.
But I don't know. It's just that's crazy.
That is
just,
insane.
people are mental, bro.
I
Men
wonder
are-
if they'll end up going live again like that ever, or if that just kind of traumatized them and they're never gonna.
Well,
really do
it's weird because they have Emira's crew OTK has a girl named Extra Emily, and she's like always going to Target, and like I think one of their biggest guys, NMP Low, he's like he goes to like shopping and goes to these restaurants and like street sniping. First of all, is like I don't know, dude. It's just people who stay home and like fall in love with.
Yeah.
Like you see cases of people like, especially like with K-pop idols. Like I was watching one of the videos of this dude who's like, been following this girl, like one of them all over the country, and like said that he's married to her and like they're together, and she like it's crazy, bro.
I'm
Man,
more delusional.
y'all need to chill. But like then these people might have actual like
Problems?
like mental issues, you know.
Yeah.
But look, if you're streaming, you're creating content, like I don't know, going places alone when you're creating content, even going places alone when you're a woman, like just being a woman is already like
Be careful.
just be careful.
Surprised they didn't have bodyguards with them, honestly, but
I mean, all they had to do was carry pepper spray.
that too.
No, don't say that, Andy.
They should have had something.
They should have had something.
All
But
that
like that's
money?
the thing is like you have to think that way. That sucks.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure.
Like as a guy you don't think that way. You know, like
well,
you don't have to
they're
carry
very
anything.
popular.
They are. I thought they were gonna have security, but
Yeah, that's
it
what I
just sucks that you
assumed.
can't go out. You know, like
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But-
Especially in like, you just never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's all pretty weird. Either way, y'all be safe out there. I think we're good. And on the next one, we'll be talking about Invincible and some other stuff. See what else comes out through the week.
For sure. Yeah.
And we'll hopefully have video. We'll be live on Twitch and YouTube if you want to hop on. 'Cause
Dope.
we finally figured out how to do it. I just
Sweet.
haven't done it on this laptop yet. But
Alright.
we'll see y'all when we see y'all.
See you guys.